I will allow some comments in closing, if any. Omutata.
Your Excellency, I'm a happy man because the agreement we had last time was not necessary. You have come here, you have survived. No, you have not died. So I don't see what you are fighting out, throwing very, very high voltage salvos. We're just trying to help each other see how Isiolo can benefit from devolution of this country, to make sure anybody called a Kenyan, wherever he is, has the kind of life that is a bare minimum for a citizen to have. And that we can only achieve through collaboration. And when we come here to have these conversations, we're just trying to be able to see whether there are areas whereby, and with the able leadership, we should be doing legacy projects and putting Israel on that spirit continues, so that we don't spend time on side shows. We do the work the people of Kenya elected us to do. You elect people of Isiolo, you were elected to serve the Republic, Kenya, to serve the entire Republic through the Senate. So thank you very much, and I wish you a safe journey, you and your team. God bless us all.
Thank you, Senator Omutata. Vice Chair.
Mine, Governor, is to wish you well. I think all of us should strive to serve our people. I'm happy that the meeting has finally taken off after a lot of false starts, but I'm happy, you know, when you sit, all of us have learned, we continue to engage, and know that Senate is one of the greatest partners of devolution. You know, since we don't implement and spend, many people, especially some governors, have low opinion about Senate. But they forget that we are the one who pass the resources that you use. And I'm happy for the first time under this 4 trillion budget, we are having a 400 billion mark since the inception of devolution. We want to ask you and your colleague governors to try and ensure there is value for money. Let us, when we come to Isiolo, to Homa Bay, to any part of this country, we are able to see value for devolution in across the country. Because you can see Kenyans don't have a problem of paying taxes, reasonable taxes, as my brother told me last time, but they must see value. If Kenyans will see payment of reasonable taxes, I don't think Kenyans will have a problem of paying reasonable taxes. So let us make devolution work. I know there are many centralists who would want to kill devolution. So let it make it work. Let us see value. Let's see water, roads, bursary across Isiolo. In fact, the expectations we have for you is very high because you are among the leadership in the capital city of Nairobi when you go back to Isiolo. Finally, is at least I can see at least from today engagement, at least you are, there is a coordination between yourself and your staff, which we want to commend you for that. I hope you will take the same message to your speaker. I know he's your personal friend. I normally see you driving him around. As you drive him around in Malindi or wherever your Sir Jones take you, kindly, all institutions have a role to play. We are not saying respect Senator Dulo or respect Senator Kajwang. We are saying respect the institution that is there, just like the county government, just like the Senate, just respect. And that has been my argument in all forums. Even in my other life, whenever I'm on weekend political excursions, I always insist that we must respect the institutions that we have. So we wish you well as you travel back home. We shall come back to Isiolo, and we expect to see much more better things for Isiolo and many other things. I think, Chair, finally, on the issue of land, please ensure your people get title deeds, because that will assist them to develop their property. You'll be able to have better engagement, collect more resources, and also they can have ownership and be able to take advantage of even facilities. I know in your religion and your culture, you don't take loan because it has interest, but also they can assist them to develop some of their properties. But Isiolo is a beautiful county, and we are proud of everything that is happening there. I'm happy. Also, I want to congratulate Senator Dulo. She has been very calm today, and I hope to see one day that the leadership of Isiolo will sit in one room as Isiolo people and discuss the future and prosperous Isiolo. But we shall come back if need be to check on the progress. Chair, with your indulgence and those many remarks, wish you God blessing, safe journey back home, and continue transforming Isiolo into a better county. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. You'll have the closing remarks, and then Senator Dulo and I will close it on this side.
Thank you, Chair. I want to take this opportunity first to thank the committee for their magnanimous for giving us more time so that we can put our house in order. And I want to assure the Senate, as I embark my journey in developing Isiolo County, I will partner with the Senate to make sure that Isiolo Chair, I'll also work very closely with my senator to visit the county, and whenever she visits, she can invite me so that I can show her that with the money the Senate is pushing to come to the county. I know this Senate works so hard to make sure that the county are getting money, and we are pushing the National Treasury to disburse the money on time, because if they don't disburse the money on time, we cannot plan for it, Chair. With those very many remarks, Chair, I want to thank you for your steward leadership in this meeting today. The meeting was good.
Senator Dulo.
Chair, thank you very much and for the session. I know the county, and it's good if you accept and work on it. Here to serve people of this country. And if you don't accept my role, I will not accept you as also. And that is what you need to understand. Our role is oversight. Because I've been given so many names which doesn't make sense. But what I'm asking is, give me space, I do my work, I'll give you space, you do your work. I cannot be pushing budget from national government, and when I come to the county, I'm asked, what are you doing here? Why is she talking to so and so? It doesn't make sense. So my work is not only to push, I have to see how it's being utilized. If you have not committed any crime, you should not refuse me to look at your books or maybe to visit the projects. The best we can do is to deliver services to Isiolo people without any hitch. But personally, I think I'll be able to do my bit. You do your bit. So I have no personal grudges against anybody. If we give each other working space, I think that will be fine. So I have been in this Senate actually, and this time round the budget has really gone up because we have increased the money. So you know the gaps that you have. You can sit down with your people and see where the gaps are. Specifically on documentation that requires accountability. I know you have documents like you have just said, human resource and all those documents. If you take time, you will be able to fix them. So with that, I think, Chair, I'll say thank you very much. This is a learning curve because this is your first time. So you can only learn if you give yourself space and allow others to have their space. So wish you all the best, and the best we want from the executive is to give service delivery to our people. I thank you.
I'll conclude by saying that all leaders have a responsibility to be accountable to the public for their decisions and actions, and that's a constitutional requirement. You'll reflect on Chapter 6 on leadership and integrity, on responsibilities of leadership. The process that we have applied today, they are not applied as a favor, but they're applied as an obligation. And if a meeting ends well, it is not because somebody has decided to be nice. It is because the processes and proceedings have gotten to a point where both parties now understand their respective responsibilities. We will never tire of demanding for more money to go to the counties. Senator Dulo and I were in the mediation committee that successfully negotiated to unlock 9 billion Kenya shillings more. That money is going to Isiolo County government, not to the governor, but to the people of Isiolo. And even if we had differences in opinion between the senator and the governor, I think the overriding interest must be the people of Isiolo. So we will not tire to push for money to go to counties, but we will also not tire to demand accountability, transparency, integrity, and good governance from those who've been entrusted with those funds. The responsibility of the Senate, we shall continue to pursue it proudly and very, very diligently. We would like to see Isiolo achieve its potential. As you know, Isiolo was supposed to be the capital of this republic. The conversation of making Isiolo the capital cannot be achieved with a budget of 5 billion. 5 billion won't take us anywhere. I think the conversation is to ensure that the national government is fair and balanced in its allocation of resources and in its priorities so that we can fulfill that dream. Perhaps you would have moved from the capital city of Nairobi to the new capital city of Kenya in Isiolo. That should be the goal, that should be the target. Let us not be fighting over small issues, 1 million shillings that has been spent on lunch. I think the next time we are having a conversation, let's reflect on how we can push that dream of making Isiolo the center of Kenya. We'll soon be dividing revenue, coming up with a new formula. You need the buy-in of senators to make sure that Isiolo does not lose out on any revenue allocation formula that comes up. So we need each other, the executive, the Senate, the county governments, and the Senate. So let's repair these relations. You are coming to the Senate is not a favor to the Senate. It is a duty on behalf of the people of Isiolo. Us calling you to the Senate is not punishment on your part. It is our duty as a Senate of the Republic of Kenya. We hope that the relations will improve and the appreciation of our respective roles as governors and Senate will continue to deepen so that we can find ways of working for our people. This meeting is therefore adjourned. The Senate meets tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. And I think tomorrow we'll need to start a bit early because the day might be a bit exciting.